There's a wash at this time of year, of course, with now new and exclusive hotels. Plenty of places to stay if you want to shell out. But that's normally not the case for someone like Prince Harry. He had the best address in town, quite frankly, Buckingham Palace. I mean, when you think about it, can you imagine telling your cab driver, take me to Buckingham Palace, you step out, walk through that secure gate, knowing, of course, that every single need that you require is going to be looked after. This, as we've told you previously, is now a very big problem for the ex-royal moving forward as he moves into what we call normal life. You know, you and I, fending for ourselves, paying mortgages, electricity, gas bills, everything like that. This is not a world that he truly wants to move into. Now, what's interesting here, as we've told you before on the show, is that both Meghan and Harry require security, but also they require assurances when they return back to the United Kingdom that where they would be staying would suit their needs. Ideally, they like the idea of Windsor Castle. That's been ruled out because, of course, the Prince and Princess of Wales don't want to feel uncomfortable or indeed anxious having to run into two people that have trashed them on the world stage. Tricky that, isn't it? And then, of course, Her Majesty the Queen put a foot down very firmly with the wearing ex-royals, and basically that was the sort of kickstart to Megxit, you know, a strange situation, I'm sure you'll agree. But now the PR spin is simply this. Over in Montecito, they're paying, as you know, a lot of money for publicity. Whichever way you look at it, they're trying their very best to make sure that the media take notice of them on a positive vibe. Forget, of course, the alleged gagging order to the young children who they were told not to write negative things on social media. You get that picture. But of course, today's spin story is truly this, and it's all about how Kensington Palace could be forced to let Harry and Meghan return and stay due to the fact that he's a Councillor of State. Well, he is, but he's way down the pecking order now, all thanks to a very shifty, crafty move, I would suggest, by His Majesty the King, making sure, of course, that his younger sister, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, and of course his younger brother, Prince Edward, also take precedence above Prince Harry. Makes perfect sense. He's left, doesn't want to be here, can't stand flying into London, creates too much anxiety. Now, while William Morris and Devitt want to battle alongside Kensington Palace and try and force this particular issue, it truly is going nowhere. When Harry and Meghan return, the simple fact is they have to give notice, 1 month, and then at the discretion and graciousness of His Majesty the King, an alleged sort of place to stay will be afforded. And that could be anywhere from Buckingham Palace right through to Balmoral, depending on what's available and what staff are literally on duty. This has got to irk, of course, the ex-royals because they want things their own way. And as Meghan has pointed out on many different numerous occasions, she simply wants to be sure that when she returns to the United Kingdom, she remains safe, not just for her, as she pointed out in the Oprah Winfrey interview, but of course for her children too. It's a good spin story. It's not working in their favour, costing them a lot of money. It's got to hurt, right? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.